Hi my lovelies, and welcome back to my little corner of the internet where I mainly talk about books, mainly thriller books. And if you've watched my little London vlog from last weekend, I think you know that I have about 11 books, so I thought a book haul was in order. Hope you like them. I went to 3 Bookshop in the weekend, and obviously I can't go to a bookshop without buying a book, so I went to Foyles. That's the one that's on Charing Crossroad, really big. I think it's the Foyles flagship, so lots and lots of books. I then went to the Waterstones in Piccadilly. That is the largest bookshop in Europe, so if you're coming to London and you love books, Waterstones Piccadilly is an absolute must. It's on lots of floors, but it's really well organized. You know, I just tend to head straight to the crime and thriller section of the shop, which is basically like half a floor, so absolutely worth a visit. So got some books in here and had to go to the iconic Notting Hill Bookshop. If you've watched the movie Notting Hill with Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts, you know which one I'm talking about. It was small, and the thriller crime section was actually quite small, so I did not get that many. I got one book from there, but yeah, let's get through them. Let's start with the books I got from Foyles. I got 5 books from Foyles, and the first one I got was The Last House Guest by Megan Miranda. So this one follows a girl who her best friend is found unalive. The police rule it out as a suicide, but then a year later they decide that actually she was unalived, and that girl becomes the main suspect in her best friend's unaliving. So yeah, to be honest, what attracted me was the fact that it was one of the Reese's book club picks, so I thought I'd pick it up. Never heard of this one before. Then we've got Cuckoo by Kelly Kazumi. I've seen that one all over social media and I just had to pick it up. It says that when Claire goes to surprise her fiance Noah at work for the anniversary, she's the one who ends up being shocked to her core because Noah left the company 9 months ago and she has no idea. How can she not know? Now he's disappeared and is basically starts finding out lots of stuff. So it sounds really fun, and it sounds like it's going to be an interesting one, but with a little bit of humor in it. So good one. Then I picked up Don't Look Back by Jo Spain. I've never read a Jo Spain thriller, and I've read, like, I was researching Irish thriller authors and she was one of those. So yeah, I'm actually excited. So this one is just about, for 1 week, everything in Luke's life is perfect. Surprised with a belated honeymoon by his wife, Rose. They have 7 days together in paradise, but then Rose confesses that on the day they left, a violent man from her past tracked her down and broke into their home. And she unalived him. Okay, yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. I also picked up Leave No Trace by Joe Callahan. This one really sounds interesting because it's about a DI and an AI detective who investigates a crime. So that's going to be a bit different, I think. Then we've got The Kellerby Code by Johnny Sweet. I think this one is about a guy who basically tries to live a life that is beyond his means, and he has a girlfriend and he's all like living from her, and then he one day finds out that she's in love with his best friend, so he then has to reevaluate his life. It says no price is too high to stop the life he has strived for slipping from his grip, especially when you won't be the one paying. Ooh, okay. Now for the books that I picked up in Waterstones. I was actually quite good in Waterstones, to be fair. I only picked up 4 books. To say that it's the biggest bookshop in Europe with an amazing thriller selection, I think I did really well. I picked up 4 books. The first one was The Missing Hours by Julia Dahl. Now, I actually have read this. I read it on the drive back from London to Yorkshire, and this is giving Gossip Girl, but like darker. Like imagine a Gossip Girl episode but darker. It basically follows Claudia, who is a rich socialite from New York, and she goes out one night and has too much to drink. She wakes up, forgets, has completely blacked out the night. She then starts getting blackmailed. So yeah, interesting one. It was quite short. I think I rated it 3.5 stars, 3.5 stars. Quick short read. The other book I picked up was Everyone in the Group Chat Dies by L.M. Chilton. Now, this one follows Kirby, who is not got a great life. I don't think she's having much fun. She's in a dead-end job. She has a sleazy landlord, and she lives with her messy housemates. And she's done terrible things, apparently. Well, they have. And one day, out of the blue, from a very old group chat, they receive a message which says, everyone in the group chat will die. It is the first text that her ex-flatmate and social media sleuth, Esme, has sent for ages. But that is not the weird thing. The weird thing is, Esme died a year ago, and she's texting the group chat. So if you follow me on social media, you know that Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris is one of my absolute favorite thriller books ever. So I picked up Bring Me Back. I've heard really good things. I read The Guest as well by B.A. Paris, and I did not like that at all. But I thought, let's give this a try. This has actually got good reviews, and some people I follow actually really enjoy that book. So I'm hoping I will. So it's about Finn and Layla. They're young couple. They're driving back from a holiday in France. Can relate to that because we do the drive from France to UK and UK to France quite a lot. But anyways, they pull up in the petrol station, and Finn goes in, leaves Layla in the car, and when he comes back, Layla's vanished, and she's never to be seen again. 12 years later, it says that Finn has built a new life with Ellen, Layla's sister. When he receives a phone call, someone has seen Layla, but is it her or someone pretending to be her? I'm intrigued. Are you? Let me know in the comments if you've actually read this one, or if you've read any other B.A. Paris that you think I should read. Last but not least, One of Us Knows by Alice Cole. I was really happy when I saw this one because this is actually on my list of books to bring back from New York when I go next month. So I was like, yes, I'll have that. Thank you very much. One less thing to bring back from New York. And this one sort of attracted my eyes because from what I know, it's about someone who has multiple personality, dissociative identity disorder. And they get a second chance at life, and then they come across they go work in this as a caretaker in this home, and they encounter the person that ruined their lives a while back. So then it says that Ken, who's the main character, is she is basically the prime suspect of that murder, and her alter, so her all other personalities are having to basically prove their innocence. So I think this is going to be really interesting. From the Notting Hill Bookshop, I actually only picked up one book. It's only because it was quite small, and I already have so many books that a lot of the books they had there, I already have. I got I Bet You'd Look Good in a Coffin by Katie Brent. I did also buy the first one from Amazon because I didn't have that before, so obviously you need to read this one before I read this one. It's about Kitty Collins, who is a serial unaliver, so you know, what more do you need to know? I also, of course, picked up a bookmark and tote bag. It is still worth visiting because it's nice and it's a little quaint kind of bookshop, especially if you're in Notting Hill anyways. So I think I did quite well. I don't think 11 books is that much for a bookish London weekend when I visited so many lovely bookshops. If you enjoyed this, or if you enjoyed my vlog, please let me know in the comment. If you've read any of these books, and please let me know which one you think I should read first. And yeah, thank you for following along. Again, I'm on Instagram and I'm on BookTok, and if you like this, please subscribe. Yeah, have a great day.